Hi everyone, welcome to my vlog. Today I'll walk through a video blog using the AI technology, presenting this as Faceless Video Blog for our elective Society and Technology assignment for Week 2 History of Computing. This week's course material really made me pause. We often remember the space race as this exciting, almost glamorous time, astronauts, rockets, and the moon landing. But what struck me most was how deeply politics and even morally complicated figures were tied into those achievements. In our readings and videos, we learned about Wernher von Braun. He's celebrated as the engineer who helped launch America's space program, but he also designed the V-2 rockets for Nazi Germany during World War II. That contrast really made me go, how do we celebrate these technological milestones without ignoring the darker histories behind them? This got me thinking about a bigger question. Is technology ever really neutral? So many breakthroughs in computing and networking were tied to conflict. The Cold War gave us the SAGE defense system, an enormous computer network built to protect North America from Soviet bombers. And ARPANET, the early version of the internet, was created to keep communication working in case of a nuclear attack. If our everyday tools were born out of war, what does that say about the value-shaping innovation? For me, this was eye-opening. I've always thought of NASA and the internet as symbols of exploration and connection, but now I realize that behind these technologies were political agendas and fears of survival. Even the internet I use every day for school, work, and staying in touch with friends actually started as a Cold War project. That really changes how I see it. And yet, these technologies didn't stay in their military roots. The computing power from SAGE helped create modern air traffic control. ARPANET grew into the internet, and then Tim Berners-Lee's invention of the World Wide Web in 1989 transformed it into a global system that anyone could use. What started as tools of war have become the backbone of communication, commerce, and culture today. That shift is incredible, but it also makes me wonder, if future conflicts drive innovation, what technologies will we end up living with next? My most important thing I learned in making this vlog is that understanding the history of computing and networking means looking at both the achievements and the system that shaped them. Figures like von Braun and Tim Berners-Lee show us that technology reflects the priorities of its time, sometimes survival, sometimes openness and sharing. For me, that means remembering that technology is never neutral. It continues to evolve and improve superbly. And as an aspiring future professional in my chosen field of education and skill trade, I'll need to think critically about the values built into the tools we use and create. So here's my question. Knowing that rockets, computers, and even the internet came out of war and politics, does it change how you see them today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.